Good morning and welcome to the Memory Keeping Brands call. This is Stacy Croninger. We're excited to have you here this morning and hope that you're ready for an informative and fun meeting. We have Chelsea answering questions. If she can't answer them, then she will let me know and I'll try and get answers to you later on today. So we're excited to have you here. So let's get started with our day. And first up, let's go through what we're going to talk about. We're going to have two guest speakers today, Lisa Bearnson and Helen. Then we're going to talk about new products and product information, show you a few project ideas, give you a little bit of news, and then talk about our next meeting. So first up, we have Lisa Bearnson on the line with us. Lisa, how are you this morning?
Good morning. Hi, Stacy. Hi, everybody.
We're excited to have you here, and I asked Lisa to briefly go through her keynote from the memory keeping event. So it was a little bit longer at the actual memory keeping event, but I thought the information she shared was beneficial, so we're going to go ahead and have her start with that. So Lisa, go ahead and go, and I'll just move the slides for you.
Okay, and Stacy, I have a favor to ask you. Can you turn off the audio on your computer, because there's a really bad echo?
Yes, I will turn off the audio on my computer.
There we go. Can everybody still hear me?
I think everyone can still hear you.
Okay, there's still an echo, but I will try to push through that. It's your audio's off on your computer, right, Stacy?
Yep, I just muted everything, so it should be off.
Okay. First of all, I am so excited to talk to you guys a little bit about what's the most important thing in my life, and that is the power of time. And if you have a watch on today, I want you to take it from one wrist and I want you to move it to the other wrist. Now, you guys are all saying, well, Lisa, you're really getting me out of my comfort zone, but I have to tell you, this absolutely won't hurt you. In fact, it will be good for you all day today because it will remind you the power of time. So, first of all, this is one of my very favorite quotes. There is no comfort in your growth zone and no growth in your comfort zone. So, as you're wearing your watch on your opposite wrist today, remember those words. Because if you're not wiggling just a little bit, then you're not out of your comfort zone and you're probably not growing. Okay, the next slide shows 3 pictures of my father and my mother, but namely my father. I want you to notice in the next 3 photos how my dad has the same watch on. So go ahead and flip through those, Stacy. There's the watch and there's the watch. This picture right here was the very last picture taken of my father. Sorry, move it to the last one, Stacy. He had a bunch of his grandkids in his room just before he passed away, and they were clinging onto his hand. And I absolutely love the beauty of this photo because, I love the wedding ring on his finger showing the 63 years that he was married to my mother, but also his watch is on his arm, on his wrist. And my dad really, really knew the importance of time. If you turn it to the next one, Stacy, that's one thing that we all have in common. Stacy, next slide. There we go. We all have in common. You know, we all are different heights, we're different weight, we eat different food, we have different oxygen levels. Literally, nothing is equal to everybody on this earth but the power of time. So, the next slide, I love this quote. Here we go. Stacy, next slide. We might be having some problems with the PowerPoint.
Sorry, Lisa, the phone dropped me off. Are you wanting me to advance now?
Oh, yes. Okay. She's recalling it. So, yeah, if
I'm
you can
back
turn
in.
to the slide, that would be great. Time is more valuable than money. You can get more money, but you cannot get more time. My father truly taught me this. it felt like every minute of his day during my years growing up were made of important moments with the time that he had. Okay, let's turn to the next slide. All right, this is me in 4th grade, and I was the perpetual entrepreneur. I was the girl who, if we flip to the next slide, Stacy, I sold lemonade and cupcakes on the corner. I had a dog bathing business. I also, next one, had a plot of land in our backyard where I grew all kinds of beans and corn and zucchini, squash. I was the kid on the corner, or not, I'm sorry, I was the kid that could take her wagon around and I could sell zucchini to the next door neighbors who were also growing zucchini in their backyards. And I loved entrepreneurship. I sold frozen berries. I sold Christmas cards in July. I sold microwave cookware. I sold fire extinguishers, you name it. I loved the power of time, the power in a day, and the power of being able to have my own bank account and saving money. Now let's fast forward. Go ahead, Stacy. Oh, I have to show you this picture because I instilled in my own children the power of entrepreneurship. And here is Brecken with her own snack shack outside. And we'd let kids swim in the pool, and then she would sell snow cones and all kinds of other treats in our backyard. Okay. The next slide, fast forward to 1996. And at that time, I was working at WordPerfect magazine. Next slide. I was the editor of this magazine, and I was the DOS editor, if you guys remember the DOS software. And I loved magazine publishing. I loved the circulation and the fulfillment and the editorial and the graphic design, everything around magazine publishing. But I wasn't passionate about the subject matter. What I was passionate about, go ahead, Stacy, was creating my family's memories. At that time, in 1996, I had 2 small boys, and I would stay up until the wee hours of the night creating their scrapbook pages, preserving their memories, and I was addicted. Go ahead and turn to the next one. And it was really fun because all my friends would ask me, what scissors did you use? What was the background paper? What embellishments? And literally at that time, you guys, there were very, very few. And I hate to tell you all the unarchivally saved things that I used to use. But I was really blessed to go to a creative memories crop, and I learned about duck-lead scissors and archival safety, and all the many products that you could use in your scrapbooks that would actually preserve your pictures. And then I started finding about the world about all these amazing products. And then I found out, next, Stacy, all, like I mentioned, all the many products. But then I went, what do you do with all these products? I knew that people in every corner of the world, this is in Japan right here, were having crops until wee hours of the night. They were renting out complete cafeterias and school lunchrooms. They were cropping together, but they were overwhelmed with all their stuff, and they needed a vehicle to tell them how to put their products together in meaningful ways. So go ahead with the next slide. I had the thought that there needed to be a scrapbook magazine. This is the very first issue of Creating Keepsakes magazine, and I want to tell you guys, when I thought of the idea for Creating Keepsakes magazine, I went and told an expert, and he told me there were 3 reasons why this magazine would never make it. He said, number 1, it takes $1 million to start a magazine. He said, number 2, and I didn't have $1 million. He said, number 2, it takes a year of marketing research. You might get through the first issue, but you'll never keep going with the content because you won't have the demographic that believes in this subject matter. And he said, number 3, speaking of subject matters, that is the stupidest subject matter I've ever heard of. Please don't start a magazine. Well, you know what? We went home and we knew at that time 55 million pictures were taken every day in America. We knew that I knew I had a dream. I had a vision. So go ahead and turn it to the next one, Stacy. So Creating Keepsakes was born. And it ended up going to 500,000 readers around the world, teaching people about the joys of archivally safe scrapbooking and all the many different techniques and products. And it kept going and going. And I want to tell you guys that are on this call, all of you have your own businesses. That's why you're here. You all are entrepreneurs. Don't let any naysayers tell you you cannot do it. I was told that, and I pushed through the fear, and I'm so grateful that I did. Okay, next slide, Stacy. I went on to do an 11-year show on QVC, and then the next slide. You can keep going through these, Stacy, and creating books and events around the world. And also, Oprah saw me in a magazine, and her producer called and said, we want you on the show. This is the most amazing subject matter. This is an entrepreneurial dream. I was on a show called Ordinary People with Extraordinary Ideas, and they came to my home in Utah and did a documentary, and then I flew out to her show, and she was moved to tears over the thought of taking photographs and preserving them in a really amazing way. Okay, let's turn to the next one. Recently, I was on HSN and with Martha Stewart, Anna Griffin, and several other scrapbooking experts and DIY experts. And finally, go ahead to the next one, Stacy. Finally, just a few months ago, I joined Youngevity, and what an amazing decision that was for me. I partnered with them, and I'm so excited to be an ambassador for the 3 brands, Our Memories for Life, Heritage Makers, and now the brand new Anthology. Now, one thing I want you guys to remember is that time has a wonderful way of showing us what really matters. Let's go ahead and turn it to the next slide. Time is free, but it's priceless. You can't own it, but you can use it. You can't keep it, but you can spend it. Once you've lost it, you can never get it back. I want to take the next 3 minutes to play for you a video that was created just for you, and I want you to really take note of what the contents in it are. And with that, I'll say goodbye, but watch this and please find joy in the journey and know that I'm your biggest cheerleader. Thank you.
Okay, let's see if this is going to work for us.
The one thing that every single person has in common is time. We all have the exact same amount of time to accomplish the things that are important to us. In this case, building your business. The fact is this: time is going to pass whether you use it to build your business or use it for other personal endeavors. Without question, time, more than money, is your most valuable asset. You can always get more money, but you can never get more time. Once you've spent a day, you have one less block of 24 hours available to you. Time waits for no one. It keeps marching forward, with or without you. The question is, how will you invest your time today to ensure your future time has the lifestyle and income you desire? If you knew you could get paid $1,000 per hour to build your business as a distributor, would it change how motivated you'd be to put in the time? Of course it would. You would spend every possible second logging as much time as you could. Because at the end of the day, if you found an extra 2.3 hours that day for your business, you would have just made $2,300. Obviously, it's not as simple as getting paid per hour, but investing your time properly today in order to obtain the rewards of your investment of action is just as powerful. If you can invest time each day doing something to build your business, you will significantly increase the payoff that comes to you in the future. The phrase to solidify in your mind is money hours. You only have so much time that you can squeeze into your day to work on your business, and those are your money hours. That time invested now is what will create the residual income you desire in the future. There's no shortcut to that future other than spending your time doing the most productive activities possible to build your business. You need to break up the time you spend each week into 5 major areas. Marketing, finding new people to present to. Sales, presenting to people or bringing them to meetings. Follow-up, working with people you have presented to but who have not yet made a commitment. Business building, working with people in your downline to help them find, present, and close people in their organization. And skill development, watching training modules and learning from other successful distributors. You need to determine how much time you will invest in each of these 5 areas, and then build a weekly plan. Things can change on a day-to-day basis, but the reality is that you have to find a way to spend enough time to get the results you desire. You can't expect to invest 2 hours per week and create a 4-figure or more monthly income. It simply won't happen. If you want to create real income that can help you accomplish your goals, then you have to be willing to put in the time needed during your key money hours to make it happen. If your desire to reach your goals is strong enough, you will find the time needed to take the necessary actions to get there.
Thank you, Lisa. This was the final quote that she had to share from Victor Hugo. Short as life is, we make it still shorter by the careless waste of time. Lisa, thank you so much for joining us. That was a wonderful presentation. I hope you all enjoyed it as well. We are trying to get Helen on the line with us. She's had all sorts of computer problems this morning, and so we're going to see if she is calling in right now, and I'm kind of stalling for just a second to see if she's going to be able to, we're going to be able to connect her at least via phone so that we can hear her talk about these wonderful slides that were presented and at our memory keeping event. So we'll wait just one more minute for Helen to show up. In the meantime, I'm going to zip through her slides so that we can get to the next section, and we'll come back to Helen's slides when she gets on here with us. And let me show you the new art collections for heritage makers. These will be coming out in October. And the first one is called Gather Together, and this one is a fall Thanksgiving, sorry, not Valentine's, how about Halloween type feel to it. And you'll see it's got all sorts of fun papers and earthy designs, so it can be used for other times besides Thanksgiving, but it has some wonderful, wonderful designs I think you'll enjoy. And this is a basic set. We also will be releasing Joyous Noel by Katie Pertite, which will be, you'll see in a minute, is the October release for our Memories for Life. This is a basic set as well. In our premiere, we have British Isles, and this is embellishments covering England, Ireland, Scotland, and Wales. So if you've traveled there or have desires to travel there, maybe you want to do a dream board, that will give you some options there as well. And then we have this collection that is called Lovebirds Fall. We found this designer and her beautiful watercolor designs, and she did a huge favor for us and took one of her collections and changed the colors and added a few things that made it a fall look. And so now we have Lovebirds Fall. It includes papers, embellishments, these beautiful fall word arts, and some additional items. And of course, we'll be adding in the September artwork for Anthology by Lisa Bearnson. This gives you an idea of a few of the things that will be available in that collection. Helen, are you able to connect with us?
Hi, Stacy. Can you hear me?
I can. Let me get back to your slides. I'm so grateful you were able to get on at least with the phone. Sorry about the computer issues this morning.
Oh, it's okay. Just nothing's going to slow us down from sharing this exciting opportunity to join in our memory keeping family.
That's right. Okay, so here we are. I'm at the slide that would be what I believe we discussed was the last slide in the Youngevity Gives Back presentation, the entire Youngevity presentation. So you just tell me when you want me to advance.
Perfect. Thank you. I'll do a little ding.
Okay.
So I love the Youngevity Give Back slide, and I love the inclusion of the My Story Matters as a new partnership that we've just formed, and that's a great segue into why people might want to join your business focusing on memory keeping. So over 1 trillion pictures will be taken. That was in 2015, and the numbers just keep going up. More and more people have cameras with them all the time because they carry cell phones, and those cameras are taking better pictures, and so people, are just able to grab any moment at any time that they want. How many of those trillion photos are yours? Ding. The New York Times article written back in 2013 talked about having a happier family that not only documents the great things that happen in their family, but also the difficult ones, and how they've bounced back and persevered will increase the odds that your family will thrive for many generations to come. Ding. Heritage Makers lets you easily set up a free account if you're already a Youngevity distributor. You can see down in the bottom right of that screen, that's where they'd sign in with their Youngevity ID number and password to set up their free account. They can upgrade that to a club level, anyone they want, and have access to not only premier artwork at no cost, but also additional savings with our club plan. Ding. So what does Studio offer? It offers free online software that's available off your computer, which is great. That means that even while I was traveling in Charlotte last week, I was able to sign in at the Business Center and do something online there. We have the largest collection of artwork worldwide. Training and help is available 24/7. A lot of people don't realize that, but there's an extensive library of tech support that's available online from the bottom of the home screen. You just go to the Get Help section and go to Training and Tutorials, and lots of questions are there. We have free online storage for your photos where they're protected and safe. And that free online storage increases as your club level increases. But if you find that you want to need additional space, you can purchase it very inexpensively. That account can also be shared with your friends, your family, get passed on through generations. I even have a separate account for my team. So it's a fun way that we share pictures from team events. So you could set up a separate account for a church group or for a scout group, and everybody can just share pictures through the app by signing into that account. We also offer monthly live Studio U webinars, and what's really fun about those is they are live. So if you can join at that specific date or time, then you can ask any of your questions, even if they're off topic to the class, and the fabulous trainers in our Studio software will address those for you. But if you miss the live class, then they are archived under the archive section online, so you can access it anytime. So what can you make with Studio software? You can make all kinds of digital books, from small little, not much bigger than the palm of your hand books, to large 12 by 12 lay flat books. You can make all kinds of great cards. So when you see that somebody's posted on Facebook that they've had a tragedy or a celebration, you can sign into your account and create a card and directly ship it right to them. You can make great photo gifts, and we've got not only these photo gifts that you see here, but we've got brand new ones coming out within the next couple of weeks, all kinds of new products that I'm sure Stacy's already talked with you about. We even have business supplies. So don't just think about your own business supplies. Think about your neighbor who has a small business, or maybe your son or daughter that has a babysitting or a lawn care business or pet sitting. It's a great way for them to hand out business cards and build their business that way. Ding. So we talked just a minute about the Heritage Makers app. This is what it looks like. You can download it to your smartphone or even your tablet. If you're putting it on an iPad, you'll want to make sure that you search for iPhone, not just iPad, and it downloads. It looks just like this, works beautifully. Again, we were uploading pictures to our shared account all weekend long, and it's just wonderful. You're also able to download pictures from your account right through your app, so you could upload it to one device, and then your mom or your sister could download it into their device, full resolution. So I just love that, and that makes it easy, for on the go. But in our memory keeping brand, we have lots of other ways to celebrate your pictures, not just digitally. Ding. We have an amazing scrapbooking line called Our Memories for Life that will help you celebrate printed pictures. So whether you're someone that wants to print your pictures and put them in a book because you like to have that type of hands-on approach, or maybe you're somebody that's got boxes of pictures from your children that are already printed. You already have a large investment in the film and the developing, and this is a way that you can get them into a book, or perhaps you've even inherited pictures. You might want to scan your favorites to use later on or in another project, but you can definitely use the Our Memories for Life project to put any of your printed pictures in it. The Anthology line, you can see the slide I made a couple of months ago. It's officially launched. It's super fun. There's additional album options for you, so you'll want to make sure that you look around. And what's really fun about the Our Memories for Life and the Anthology product lines is that they both let you integrate scrapbooking with digital. So if you're someone who likes to save the actual piece of memorabilia and a scan or a picture of it's not going to work for you, then you can put that in one of these albums, and then for some of your other pages within the project, you can actually create them digitally and print a page print and add them. Ding. So you can see just a couple of my favorite pictures from Anthology. We offer beautiful cardstock, embellishments. The packaging is great and reusable, even comes with some ways that you can plan out your project. Ding. And then as someone who's focusing on the memory-keeping business, you can continue the fun with regular workshops. That's just really small groups of people getting together with their photo projects. You can also do it virtually with a webinar, Google Hangout, or Skype. That's how I stay connected to my friends that move, my team across the country. We actually do workshops virtually. So Youngevity really does have it all. And that just shows you that it's a very well-rounded company. The 90 for Life opportunity is right there in the middle, because if you don't have your health, it really doesn't matter how many scrapbooks are on your shelf if you're not being healthy at the same time. So that's been a game changer for me and my team, and the memory keeping brand falls under that home and family category. So Stacey, that's about all I've got. I hope that helps you guys learn how you could reach out with a memory keeping focus in your business.
That was wonderful. So we've had some questions about these slides, and I'm going to work with Helen and see if we can't get something put together that we can share with everyone, because I think people want to be able to add this to their presentations. And Helen, I think you've captured all the great aspects of memory keeping, so thank you for sharing that with us today. We really appreciate it.
You're welcome. I'm glad to help.
Thank you, and have a wonderful day, and thanks again for persevering to get on this call today.
Well, you're welcome. Thanks. Take care. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye. Okay, that takes us back to reviewing our products. So we looked at the Heritage Makers ones. I want to show you the new product from Our Memories for Life for October, which is Joyous Noel. It's a beautiful Christmas collection, and it has a lot of beautiful designs in it. So let me show you the designer cardstock. You'll see there are some solids and there are some patterns, and just like all of the sets from Katie Petite, they have double-sided. So on one side you'll find one design, and on the other you will find the other design. So that makes it really nice for being able to use it for a variety of different things. The next thing is showing the border strips, and you'll see that there's kind of some more traditional looks to this, as well as some elegance. You'll see that we have the Santas, the vintage-looking Santas, as well as some of the vintage-looking nativities and things like that. So that will give you lots of different options for creating your different projects. Next up are the journaling cards. Again, a great way to mat your photos. They're fun for accents, for capturing your memories about the journaling, so that you have all sorts of ways to record those fun memories for the holidays. This is a great layout that was made by Katie herself, and you'll notice how she incorporated a variety of different things in here. So these are all border strips that she has trimmed down to fit onto her layout, and she's used one of the border strips that has these squares and use them to anchor her corners, as well as there's some journaling cards that have words around them. She's created this fun frame. So you'll see there's lots of flexibility with using the products provided by Our Memories for Life. So look for Joyous Noel. to come out the first part of the month. Also, we have Anthology by Lisa Bearnson products. So for September, we have the Hanging Around Card Kit. You'll see here it has all the displays of all the different products you can get with the recipe cards that walk you through how to create these cards. And the hanging around part is you'll notice that everything is hanging in some ways. The balloons are hanging in the air. You have clothes on the clotheslines. There's 20 cards with 5 designs and plenty of supplies to create these fun and playful cards that you'll just love giving out to people. Then you have your Embellish Your World kit. This is a kit that includes embellishments only that you can use in whatever way you would like. It has things like felt, paper clips, die cuts, file folders. So you'll see these samples here. This fun is felt that's been die cut. These little flags are die cut on the card. This is one of the file folders, and the camera is one of the felt die cuts. So lots of flexibility with that kit, and it's full of items that you can use on a variety of projects. And then our September stamp kit. You'll see that one set here kind of coordinates with the card kit, and then we have this fun, playful set with apples on it. And this is an example of the card made with that stamp set. You would need to purchase acrylic blocks if you don't already own them, and ink to use with these. The stamp set just includes the 2 4x6 stamps that you'll see here. Also, there are now available all the basic supplies and tools, things from cardstock to albums, inks, and then tools like this gift box punch board and a corner chomper that will chomp through chipboard and stacks of paper. There's lots and lots of items, and I'll show you where you can find those in just a minute. So, some inspiration from heritage makers. This is from Roxanne, and these are some beautiful projects using that new set that we just showed you. So you'll see here we have a canvas, there's a book idea, there's a card, and lots of beautiful options for using this fun set. And these are all basic templates, so you'll find them by looking for Thanksgiving designs. Then we have this Trick or Treat banner that's a 12 by 12 scrap page that Brooke created for us. It's this fun notched flag. We just punched it in the corner, strung it on some string, and hung it up, and it makes it a quick and easy way to decorate your home. You can hang it for a party. You can decorate your home with it, wherever you like, but it is a new template available when you look for Halloween, or you can search for the template ID there. We also have these fun prints, and I'll remind you again in a minute, but all 11 by 14 prints are on sale this month. So if you're looking for some simple ways to decorate your home, this will be one of them. It includes, these are each individual, they're not a set, but you can choose to have all 4 of them, just 1 or 2 of them. But again, 11 by 14 prints, frame them, put them on a cute little stand, whatever you'd like to be able to have them in your home. And here's our reminder, 11 by 14 prints are on sale in September, 10% off. These are great for decorating. If you do the UV coating, then you can use your dry erase markers on them. They'll do the wipe right on and wipe off. So take a look at all the different 11 by 14 prints out there and get some in September and save money at the same time. Okay, so speaking of specials, October will be calendars of all sizes. You'll also see that I'm listing here our holiday hits that run through November and December. So the first week of November, we're going to have 10% off all storybooks, including lay flat and extra pages. The 9th through the 10th, it'll be 10% off brag bags and phone cases. November 16th to the 22nd, 10% on greeting cards, including shaped cards and address labels. So you can get that combination of your cute design labels with your greeting cards. November 23rd through the 29th, we're going to have 10% off on a variety of things: mugs, ornaments, and magnets. And magnets are a new item. You'll be seeing me talk about those in just a minute. Then the last week of November, first part of December, November 30th through December 6th, 10% off on canvases and metal prints. And then our last sale is December 7th through the 13th on calendars, 11 by 14 prints, and notepads. So keep that in mind as you're planning for your holiday gift giving, that these sales are coming up. We will have a new idea book in October, and I am going to Oops, didn't mean to advance that like that. We will be posting later on Facebook some of the sample pages out of that new idea book and the cover, so you'll know to watch for that. We don't have an exact date of when that will be, hopefully in the first week of October, but watch for that. And this new idea book will be a combination of all three product lines, Heritage Makers, Our Memories for Life, and Anthology. And it will have a section that's all inspiration based on occasions. So the first sections will be spotlighting the things that happen in the fall, Thanksgiving, Halloween, and then we'll move into Christmas and Hanukkah. And then the rest of the inspiration section is by theme, like baby, birthday, family, things like that. Then we'll have some business sections that will explain about the different options for each of the three lines. There's an index that shows you where to find like the Joyous Noel projects by Katie Petite, or where to find storybooks, things like that. So watch for that coming out in October. That'll be a great tool for building your business and sharing the products that are available in the memory keeping brands. So we do have some new products, and these new products will be coming out. They will be available next Monday. So watch for them next Monday. The first thing is wood prints, and these are similar to canvases and metal prints in that they're on a different surface. And you'll see from the sample here that it does show the wood grain through it. The Peace, Love, and Joy is just to show you that we do have some new templates coming out for these wood prints, but you could pretty much use any of the 8x10, 10x10, or 11x14 designs and just put it on the wood print. The wood pieces themselves are about 1/2 to 3/4 inches thick. They are heavy duty and actually create a beautiful design, so look for those wood prints. This is the pricing for them, 8x10, 10x10, 11x14, based on what level you're at and if you're part of club membership or not. Then we have coasters, and these come in sets of 4, and Brooke designed this fun one kind of based on Instagram. They are about 1/4 inch thick. They have cork on the background. Their corners are rounded, and they will be really fun to have out and about in your house when you're wanting to protect your surfaces or just show off your favorite photos. So look for templates coming on those coasters as well. Then we have a new notepad size, 5.5 by 8.5. Roxanne created these fun template designs for us. There are 2 additional colors as well, and we'll have additional notepads that will make some great gifts. So you've loved having the ones that are 3x9. Now we've gone a little bit bigger so that you have more space for writing, a little more flexibility on what you can do with those notepads as well. We also are doing a 12x8 car magnet. Now, I'm showing you an example of a calendar that you can hang up in your family. So it doesn't have to go just on your car, but we're differentiating by calling it a car magnet because it is a little bit different surface than the other magnets that we'll have later on in October. So these will be 12x8. You'll see the pricing here. They're a great business building tool. We'll have templates for you that you can use to let people know about Youngevity, or use them for things like these fun calendars. So the sky is the limit on things that you can do. And again, these products will be available next Monday, and then we will have some additional products coming out later in the month that we will let you know about as we get those ready, but we're very excited about those additional products. Also want to let you know that the myanthology.com website is available, and this is where you're going to find all those products that I just mentioned, things like the acrylic blocks and the ink pads, the stamp sets, all the kits. You'll see that it is organized by kits, basic supplies, and tools. So if you're looking for acrylic blocks, they'd be under tools. You're looking for cardstock, it'd be on basic supplies. The kits are organized by month, so you find them under kits. For those of you who purchase the CEO Mega Packs, we will be setting up your replicated sites today. You'll get your emails letting you know how to access that. It also includes a video on how to change your password. If you are already CEO qualified and you would like a replicated site, you're going to click on this option here that says Become a Distributor. and you're going to scroll down just below the CEO Kit image. You'll see an option that says to contact us and let us know that you're interested in a replicated site. That will come here to Heritage Makers customer service, and we will get you set up with a replicated site. So those of you who've been waiting for the myanthology.com website, that is now available. You can still purchase products through the Buy YGY site. In fact, all products are available there, and we will be getting those products into the Heritage Makers site as well. Okay, upcoming events. Studio U, our class is on Thursday, October 15th. It's a date to remember. It's about calendars, of course, that's timely, since a lot of us create calendars this time of year. Also, the Our Memories for Life training call will be held on Tuesday, October 13th at 9 a.m., and that happens every Tuesday. Now, I'm getting a request to go back and show the sale items, so I'm going to switch back real quick to show you which items are on discount which months or which weeks. So here's that slide again showing you the holiday hits for the November-December time frame. So I'll give you just a minute to jot that information down or do the screen capture, whatever it is that works best for you to be able to grab that information, because we want to make sure that everyone knows. And we'll also be sending out flyers about this. We'll be posting information on Facebook because we want to make you aware of all these. That the current idea books are available online through heritagemakers.com/ideabook, and then also heritagemakers.com ideabook/OMFL for the Our Memories for Life. This time we're not sure when that new idea book will be available for order. Watch for it in your back office, but we'll also make you aware as soon as I know that they are available in back office so that you can get those. And we'll also update the online version so that you have that as well. So not sure on the exact date, but we'll let you know as soon as those are available. Okay, let's see if we have any final questions before we move on. And make sure, I do have someone reminding us of something that's a great thing, that if you have questions about your replicated site, make sure that you call into Heritage Makers. They are the ones that will be handling the customer service for the Anthology replicated sites. So again, make sure that you call into the Heritage Makers customer service line so that you can get that information. And any other last questions before we go on? Our next meeting will be October 27th at 9 a.m. Mountain Time, 8 a.m. Pacific, 10 a.m. Central, 11 a.m. Eastern. If you signed up for today, it will already be on your calendar. If you didn't sign up for today and you somehow snuck in, you'll want to make sure and go and register for that. This recording will be posted either later on today or first thing tomorrow morning. So if you didn't catch everything or you want to review it again, share it with your teams, that information will be available. So make sure that you watch for that recording again. And it looks like we don't have any other questions showing up. So I'm going to thank you for joining us. And we will look to see you next month. Hope you have a wonderful day, and remember to have fun, share your story, and be creative. Thank you so much. We'll see you soon. Bye.